Hello, my dear students of class 12 geography. In this video, I am going to start the new chapter, chapter 2, migration from India, people and economy. So this chapter, migration, is in Indian context. People move out from the place of less opportunities and settle in better place of living. And such movements of the people across the regions or countries is termed as migration. So migration refers to the movement of people across the region or countries. Migration is an important component of population change, and it is an important factor in redistributing population over time. In India, migration was recorded first in the very first complete census of 1881, and it takes account of two major components. I mean, the census of India, in census of India, migration has two major components: the place of birth and the place of residence. And on the basis of these two components only, migration is defined in India. So on the basis of place of birth, if the place of birth is different from the place of census enumeration, one is considered to be a lifetime migrant. I repeat, if the place of birth is different from the place of census enumeration, I mean counting on the census, the one is considered, people are considered to be lifetime migrant. According to the census 2011, about 30.7 crore people belong to this category of migration, and this is about 30% of the total population who are migrant by the place of birth, who are called lifetime migrants. The second is the place on the basis of place of residence. If the previous residence is different from the place of census enumeration, one is termed as a migrant by place of last residence. Once more, if the previous residence is different from the census enumeration, from the place of census enumeration, one is termed as a migrant by place of last residence. And the number of such migrant in India as per the census 2011 was 31.5 crore, which is about 31% of the total population. This way, we find that about 61% people belong to migrant population on both basis, place of birth, on the basis of place of birth, and on the basis of place of residence. Now, we'll talk about various streams of migration. Migration, first of all, migration is of two types: internal migration. Movement of, actually this refers to the movement of people across the regions within the country. When the movement of the people across the regions within the country take place, it is called internal migration. I mean, from one state to another, one region to another, one village to another village, from village to the urban area. This is called internal migration. And the internal migration, under internal migration, there are four major streams: rural to rural, rural to urban, urban to urban, and urban to rural. Some people may go from one village to another village, from village to urban area, rural to urban, from urban to urban, from one city to another city, and from urban to rural. So these are the four streams under internal migration. We'll talk about these streams, but first we should know international migration. When the movement of people take place between countries, it is called international migration. And now, in nutshell, we'll take the account of both internal migration and international migration in India. One more thing, in international migration, there are two types: immigration and emigration. Immigration, I-M-M-I-G-R-A-T-I-O-N, immigration, migration. The meaning is in migration. In plus migration, that is the in migration. And emigration stands for out migration. So, when the people move into the countries from other country, they are called immigrants, and that is a case of immigration. When the people move into certain country from other countries, so in that certain country, they are called immigrants, and the case is of immigration. And similarly, movement of people out of the country, when people leave the country for another country, then that is emigration. Both affect the distribution of population in place of destination also, and in the place of origin also. Now, some features about these migration. Female, we are talking about now various streams of migration and the nature of streams in migration. Females predominate the short distance rural to rural migration, mostly related to marriage. If we see rural to rural migration, we find the larger proportion is of females, and that is because of marriage. Female move from one village to another village after marriage, and so in this stream female predominates. Males dominate the rural to urban migration, especially interstate migration, due to economic reasons, mainly for employment. And this case is very much relevant in the state like Bihar. We see lakhs of people migrate from Bihar to another state in search of employment. So, rural to urban migration, especially interstate migration, in male dominates. According to the Indian census 2001, there are more than 5 million persons that have migrated to India, from other countries also. And out of these, 96% came from Bangladesh, Pakistan and Nepal. So in India also, we have the case of immigration. I mean, people from Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan migrate to India and have migrated to India, and their number is more than 5 million. On the other hand, we find, as far as emigration is concerned from India, there are around 20 million people of Indian diaspora spread across 110 countries of the world. I mean, people from India have migrated to 110 countries of the world where more than 20 million people are spread. So we have both the case of immigration and emigration, and people move from the area of less opportunity to the area of better opportunity, especially all the pull factors we can count on. Now we'll talk about spatial variations in migration. Spatial variations in migrations. I mean, how over the country, what are the major destinations of migrations, or from which areas people migrate more. And if we see this, we find economically well off states, economically advanced states, economically developed states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab, NCT, Delhi, National Capital Territory, Delhi, attract migrants from other economically backward states like Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. So the major destinations from rural to urban migration, we find the economically developed states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Haryana, National Capital Territory of Delhi, Punjab, they attract more migrants from the economically backward states of like Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, etc., Odisha. Maharashtra occupies the first place in the list with 2.3 million net in migrants, 2.3 net in migrants, followed by Delhi, Gujarat and Haryana. So in case of in migrants, in case of the highest number of in migrants, first is Maharashtra, and then Delhi, Gujarat and Haryana. But if we talk about migration, number of out migrating people, then of course Uttar Pradesh and Bihar occupy the top positions. Listen, in case of number of in migrants, Maharashtra at the top, then Delhi, Gujarat and Haryana. But when we talk about the out migration, number of out migrating people, we find Uttar Pradesh and Bihar on the top position. If we talk the urban area, the place of destination, in case of place of destination, we find Greater Mumbai receive the largest number of immigrants. Greater Mumbai receive the largest number of immigrants. Now certainly a question arises, what are the reasons some places attract more migrants and some places push the people to other region or other countries? So this we are going to study under the topic causes of migration. Causes of migration. We have earlier also studied in the world context, that causes of migration can be of two types: push factor and pull factor. The negative factor and positive factors. Factors that cause people to leave their place of residence or origin are called push factors. That means push factor make the place of residence or origin seem to be less attractive than the place of destination. These factors cause people to leave the place of origin. And these include poverty, lack of basic infrastructural facilities like healthcare, education, natural disasters such as flood, drought, cyclonic storms, lack of economic opportunities, lack of safety, and so many. These are the push factors. These factors cause people to leave the place of origin, the place of residence, or these factors make the place of origin less attractive. What are they? Poverty, the lack of basic infrastructural development like health facility, education facility, medical facility, natural disasters also sometimes push the people like drought, flood, storms, cyclonic storms, etc. And unemployment. Pull factors. Opposite of that, the people, the factors that attract the people from different places are called pull factors. The factors that attract the people from different places are called pull factors. They include better job opportunities, that is the prime factor in the country, in a densely populated country like India, where the number of youth is quite high. So employment becomes the major pull factor. Second is availability of regular job and relatively higher wages. So we also move for regularity in job and for better higher wages. As we move from India to US or other European countries for higher wages only. Better opportunities for education is also one of the important pull factor. The case of you see in different parts of the country, students from Bihar move to. There must be some difference in the educational facility. Better health facilities and sources of entertainment. Better health facilities and sources of entertainment also play a role in attracting people. So these are the causes of migration, which are divided as push factor and pull factor. Push factors are those factors which cause people to leave the place of residence or origin, or that make the place of origin or residence seem to be less attractive than the place of destination. So people move, and the causes poverty, lack of infrastructural development, unemployment, lack of health facility, and some natural disasters also may be there. And pull factors are just opposite of that: better employment opportunity, regularity of job, higher wages, better medical facility, better educational facility, etc. So these are the causes of migration. Thank you. In this video we will talk further topics in the next video. Thank you.